Hello, we are from Universitas Pajajaran. My name is Taufik.
And my name is Alpha.
We will try to share our findings regarding the policy, framework, and cooperation in Indonesia regarding beekeeping. First, about the policy. Based on the result of interview with several beekeeping stakeholders in Indonesia from the government, academic, beekeeping association, or community, we can say that there is no regulation regarding beekeeping in Indonesia. So how is beekeeping regulated in Indonesia? The regulation which indirectly regulates beekeeping in Indonesia is the Minister of Forestry Regulation, which states that honey is a non-timber forest product that can be utilized. From the mention of honey in the ministerial regulation, beekeeping is indirectly under the authority of the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, which is regulated in the utilization of non-timber forest products. As for the Honey Quality Assurance Agency, in Indonesia, there is no official institution from the government or one appointed by the government. However, the Ministry of Environment and Forestry want to make one of its units that handle forest products processing so that it can function as a honey quality assurance agency in the future. So that currently there are several beekeepers bringing their honey sample to the laboratory, such a university or private laboratorium, to check their honey content. In carrying out its program, the ministry is assisted by the forestry service located in each region. Then each forest service in each region has a strategic work plan that varies from one region to another. It really depends on their policy and also the potential of its region. So when a certain forest service in some area has a strategic work plan regarding the development of beekeeping, it is not certain that other regions also have a similar strategic work plan. For example, the West Java Provincial Forestry Service currently includes the development of beekeeping for the next 5 years, which is not necessarily done by the Forestry Service in other provinces. Because the strategic work plan is made every 5 years, when bee development does not enter directly or indirectly into the strategic work plan section of a forestry service, it will quite difficult to make bee development as a work program of the forestry service. This is because the funding budgeting will refer to the strategic work plan. However, the forest service will still support you if there is a beekeeping development program that can finance the program itself. Then from this point, Alpha will continue this presentation. Alpha.
Thank you, Taufik. I will continue. Now I will continue to tell you, starting from the West Java province condition and about the cooperation. In Indonesia, each province has its own policies and might be different from one to another. Here we will explain about the condition and policies that are applied in West Java province. Since 2019, the West Java Provincial Forestry Service has put more attention in honey and beekeeping, following central government regulations, which was made under the Minister of Forestry in 2007 about honey as one of non-timber products that need to be utilized. Now this minister is called by the Minister of Environment and Forestry. You can see here, this is a scheme of how West Java Provincial Forestry Service gives support for beekeeping. They start with socializing beekeeping to the citizens to increase their interest and find new beekeepers. Then those who are serious and have huge will to be a part of beekeeping sector are accompanied and monitored by forestry extension agents. Then from this stage, the forestry extension agent will report to the forestry agency about the new beekeepers candidates or beekeepers conditions and their needs that needs to be supported by the government. Based on their needs clusterization, the support are different. The support that are offered by the government are providing stoop and bee colonies, and then support them with the beekeeping equipment such as refractometer and so on, and then facilitates them with product packaging and branding as well as marketing strategy. The goal of this scheme is to build citizen independency in apiculture sector, so the expectation is the citizens are able to keep on and juggling in their business without government intervention. Moreover, as form of West Java government seriousness in upscaling beekeeping in West Java, a bee research center called Bee Breeding Center is built and now is still under construction. This facilitation is located in Banjar Anyar village, which is also considered as honey village, as every house at least have 2 bee colonies, and in total, this village has around 900 stops. In cooperation perspective, the Ministry of Environment and Forestry is very open for cooperation in improving beekeeping sector. However, the cooperation usually is not directly with the ministerial level, but with one of the appropriate directorates, or it can be directly with Forestry Service of each province. Especially in West Java Province, the West Java Provincial Forestry Service has planned to increase the budget for non-timber forest product up to 10 times from the usual budget. But these budgets are for several main non-timber forest products, not necessarily only for honey, but also for other commodities as well. Besides the cooperation from government side, there are many more cooperation from other stakeholders such as academics from University of Pajajaran, Global Agricultural University, Bandung Institute of Technology, and then from the communities such as Indonesian Association of Apiculture, and many other organizations that can collaborate both in the field of research, training, assistance, and so on. The collaboration is not necessarily limited to the fundings, but also in providing experts, supports, and other supports in another form. That are the policies, framework, and cooperation of agriculture sector applied in Indonesia and especially in West Java. Hope this can be used as a reference for agriculture stakeholders in developing programs both in local cooperation or in international cooperation, such as in SAMS project.
Thank you.
Thank you.